Hiya and welcome back to the Herd Wave, or welcome if you're new around here. So today's video I'm going to be doing a food review, and this is on a very popular brand, NorthFin. Just so it's not too long, I'm going to make this a two-part video. Part one is going to be just a basic overview of the food, the ingredients, what it's basically going to do for your fish, and a little bit more about the company and about what their mission actually is, if you haven't heard of NorthFin already. And then the second video I am going to go into a lot more detail about the nutrition, about what the health benefits is for that and what it is used for as well. So just a quick disclaimer out there that the food that I'm going to show you, it was gifted to me. This was sent to me by one of the leading distributors for NorthFin in the UK. If a food says it's good, I like to know why it's good, what makes it good, what actually is it that goes into the food that makes it so good, whether it be the ingredients, the formula, things like that. I have gone through their website, so if you're interested, it is www.northfin, and there you'll find the wide range of variety of foods that they offer. They list the ingredients, and they do have a rundown of some of the health benefits along with the listed ingredients. This isn't a food that you can basically find in the supermarket. I know I'm just generalising that, but it is high quality food. It's good stuff basically. Just a quick overview about this company. This is a Canadian company. So basically NorthFin is sold in Canada, the US, Australia, Europe, India, China, the Philippines, Vietnam and Costa Rica. When I was looking through the website, it's very well set out. It is clear from the get-go what this company is all about. Their mission statement, so I'm going to read this as a direct quote: to enhance people's aquariums by offering premium quality ornamental fish food which mimics the natural feeding habits of all aquatic fish species throughout a natural, easy, digestible diet. So it sort of speaks for itself of what their goal is. Me as the fish keeper, that's what my goal is, whether it be with the water parameters, with it being aquascape and things like that. That's basically what you're trying to do, is you're trying to capture this essence of pure natural beauty in its finest, and you trying to replicate it in a fish tank the best that you can. And it's hard to replicate natural surroundings sometimes. It's hard to get that balance right as well, making sure that you have the right water chemistry, the right type of fish species that can live together. All of these things come into factors, and there's one major thing that people always forget about it, is that each fish is different. Just because you have a particular fish species and they are renowned and you've done the research on it, and it's like they are peaceful fish, sometimes territorial, well breeding, that's the classic one, they always are. But all in all, good community fish, that may be true. They're just like people. They have their own personalities, have their own way of doing things, and sometimes fish just don't want to comply with the rules set out by us and set out by the way society sees them, which is fine. So just go with that. That's one of the greatest things probably about the hobby, is you can have everything right. You can have absolutely everything down to the T. And sometimes it just doesn't work. But the more you learn and the more that you research and adapt, and things is always changing. This hobby is ever evolving and ever changing, and people have loads of different opinions on it, which is what makes it so great, is because what necessarily is great for one person might not be necessarily that great for another person. But that's okay. That's okay for that to happen. So I love the diversity. I love how people get so passionate about it as well, because it shows that they care. It shows that they care about something other than themselves, which is very rare in this day and age. Anyway, back to the fish food. So yeah, that mission statement, it stood out for me. It was a case of keywords like to enhance people's aquariums. So to enhance it, to make things better. What you're doing, they're not criticising what you're doing, they're saying what you're doing is great, but this is how you can perhaps make it better. which is always a great thing. Anything that can be made better is a win-win situation. It's for ornamental fish food, which is another prime example of what this company stands for as well. And to mimic their natural feeding habits, so the ingredients that they would naturally eat in the wild. Easy digestible as well. So one of the key things with digestion is if you don't get your digestion right, then it can affect so many other different areas. That's the key word here, is making it an easy digestible protein source, a natural, easy digestible diet, which in turn is going to make things so much better for your fish. So NorthFin do lots of different varieties of fish food. They don't just do the ones that I'm going to talk about today, they also do a lot more. Cichlid formula, there is veggie, krill gold, community, kelp wafers, jumbo, fry starter, goldfish, bug pro, soft coral, cichlid flakes, better bits, tropical sticks, arowana, carnivore, turtle sticks, marine, koi supreme, super better, krill flakes, kelp flakes and community flakes. Can we just take a minute to appreciate some of the names of these, because I really do like these. Better bits, I mean, that's great. Super better, the case of which is right, beta or better. It's going to break down some of these ingredients. Whole Arctic krill meal. Krill are tiny little marine crustaceans and similar to shrimp, but not exactly the same. This is an alternative to fish meal, so it's a lot healthier for the fish. It's a lot more palatable. It has been proven to initiate better growth than what you would use in fish meal. Krill, it's one of the places where they're going to get that red pigmentation from as a natural source. It's going to be in their krill meal. It's very beneficial for them. So the next one is high DHA omega-3 herring meal. It's essentially an important part of your diet. I'm going to go into more detail on this in part 2, but just so we get an overview of what actually omega-3 DHA is. It's one of the fatty acid sources. There's 3 main fatty acids. I'll just do a quick overview of them. So your first one would be ALA. This is generally getting from seeds and things like that. Then your next one would be EPA, and that generally comes from animals. And the last one, which is what is included in our fish food, is the DHA. That is the fatty acid that the fish need. That is listed as a second prominent ingredient on this packaging because it is one of the most important ones. So the DHA fatty acid, that is what fish need. So this is something that your body can't produce itself and needs to get from an external source. This comes from freshwater fish, so this is going to be salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, caviar, eel, shrimp and sturgeons. So that is your freshwater. That is mainly where this DHA fatty acid is going to come from. So ALA, that's come from plants, things like that. So it's normally in kale, spinach, flaxseed, stuff like that. Your fish are going to get that from seaweed, sea kelp, things like that. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. Like I said, I'm going to cover more in depth in part 2, but just to form on the basis of why DHA is so important and why it is listed as that second ingredient in there so predominantly, is because it has so many health benefits. It promotes healthy heart function. You need that to continue healthy brain function. So that is why it's one of the most important ingredients on there. At the source of the DHA, it's coming from your herring. But if you look at the next set of ingredients, it has sardine meal in there. So again, your sardine is going to be another source of your omega DHA fatty acid. All in all, them top 3 ingredients is pretty darn good. They're using the krill meal as a replacement for fish meal. Them nice red pigmentation colours as a natural source. Sardines is really a palatable meal. It is a good protein source, very easy to digest. Funnily enough, sardines don't actually have any carbohydrates in them, so you don't get the carbohydrates from that at all. So your whole kelp, so essentially that's seaweed, and your seaweed has essentially 60 minerals in there. It has 20 omega acids and it has 12 vitamins. We also have our iron, our calcium, vitamin B12, D, VE, magnesium, potassium and zinc. That's all of that is included as well. all in all, the list of these ingredients, I cannot actually fault them in any way, shape or form. So feel free to do your own research on this. Feel free to look into all these ingredients yourself and see what the health benefits are for your fish. Don't just take my word for it. Get out there, learn as much as what you can. This is just my take on it. Explore it yourself, try it, see what your fish actually respond to it. Like, see if you notice a difference in your fish, in their behaviour, in their colours, in their digestion, your water quality as well. See if you notice a difference and things like that. Right, so what I was sent from Dandy Cichlids was a jumbo bag of the cichlid one. So this one is the 2.5 kilo bag, and it is the 4mm size. So this one actually, it comes in different size bags and it comes in different size pellets. So this one comes in 4mm pellets and it comes in 6mm pellets as well. This one is the 4mm. So I'll show you the size of that one. So that is, trying to get it everywhere. That is the 4mm one. I don't have the 6mm one to show you, but I can imagine it's 2mm bigger. So yeah, that is that one. This comes in different size bags as well. This is the 2.5 kilo bag. So you can get it also in 1 kilo, you can get it in 250 grams, you can get it in 100 grams. Yeah, 100, 250, 500 and 1 kilo, and the 2.5 kilograms. So that is that one. Next one that he sent was the veggie one. I got 2 of these. I don't really know why I've got 2 bags open. Yeah, so this one is the 3mm size pellets. I'll show you those as well. 3mm size pellet. You can see that. Yeah, and this one, it comes in 1mm, 2mm and 3mm size pellets. So depending on your fish size. So that is that one. The next one, the krill one, this comes in 1mm, 2mm and 3mm. This one that I've got here is the 1mm size. I'll show you the size of this one too. So you can see the difference in the variations of size. And then the last one, the marine one. Now I haven't opened this one. Did send me 4 small packets, which I have used. So this one is the 250 gram packet. These come in 2 sizes, so this is 1mm and this is 2mm size pellets. But the size of the packets, I'm not really sure because I couldn't see this one on the website, so I'm not 100% sure. But this one's just a 20 gram pack, so I'm not 100% sure on that one. But it does come in 100 and it comes in 250 grams in these ones. And this is for saltwater and herbivores and omnivores. And that's all that I was sent. So like I say, there's so many of them that they do, and it would take forever to go into the details of every single one of them. But if you are curious, they generally use most of the same types of ingredients. So you see the first main ingredients in there, that's you know you're going to get all the good stuff in there. That's primarily what I've covered in this video, is the main sources. I have gone into detail a little bit about some of the extra ones that's in there, or some of the ones that's lower down on the list that perhaps people tend to overlook or perhaps not really pay attention to. I can't say a bad thing about any of the ingredients that's included in these foods, to be honest, at least the ones that I've reviewed. So I would highly recommend. Like I say, I was given this food to try out. So thank you again to Dandy Cichlids. Brilliant, thank you very much. I'm very, very happy that he decided to send me this and I could have the opportunity to do this review on it for you. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to ask me, just leave them in the comments down below and I will try my very best to answer them. If not, I will pass you on to somebody who can answer, or if anybody out there who knows a little bit more about it, they can obviously comment down below and they can help you out as well. So just want to say thank you for watching. This has been part 1. Don't forget to go check out part 2, and hopefully you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye. Hot water for the volcano.
What?
Oh my god.
And put in the big piece of ice.
Okay.
Water in the volcano. And I don't know if I'm going to put ice in it.
Okay, you put ice in it. So there is cichlid. These sardines, it's really palatable. I can't say it. Palatable. So today's video, what I've got planned is I'm going to see you walking in the background. Better bits. Not beta bits. Better bits. That's how you say it. And super better. Not super beta. Super beta doesn't sound right. Super better sounds better. So, I'm easily amused. Sorry, I just think that's funny.